Amar le Eliyahu le Rav Yehuda achuha de Rav Sala Chasida. So Eliyahu, just like Stam, like Elijah the prophet, just inserting himself in the base medrash. He's like, yo, and he's probably a full base medrash, and he's like, yo, Rabbi Yehuda, the brother of Rav Salah Chasida, listen to this. And like everyone's just like learning, and like Eliyahu just comes like, yo. He says, Eina olam bachot mishmonim v'chamisha yavlos. So the world is not less than 85 yovels. Dad, what's 85 times 50? Okay. Boom. My dad with the quick math. 4,250. So the world is not going to be less than 4,250 years. Ubiyobel ha'acharon, meaning in the last 50 years, Ben David ba. Mashiach Ben David is going to come. Amar lei. So Rav Yehuda, the brother
What year is
of Rav
that
Salah
in Jewish
Chasida.
history?
What?
What year? What was happening in Jewish history at that year?
That's good, Harry. You want to check that out for us?
Yeah, what was the number again?
4250. Right now, what year is it? It's 598. No, what was the year? 58? Tufshin 5781. 81? 5781. So it was like 1,500 years ago. You got it. 85 times 50. You're right. So what was happening about 1,500 years ago? Is the time of the Gainim?
Minus 1530. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. It was the year 490. So yeah, the time of the Mishnah and the Gemara.
Time of the Gainim. Time of the Mishnah, Gemara. Yeah. And so that's at least, right?
But I have a question on that. So when was this said? Because there was an opinion that Bar Kochva could have been the Mashiach, but if it was before that time, then I wonder how that could be a potential stira, but it's not for now.
Well, no, it's a good question, but all it says, right, is that it's not going to be less than that, and during that time, Ben David is going to come. Now, Harry, look at what time Bar Kochva was.
Yeah, right. Unless they're talking about the two types of geulas, abeito v'achishena.
Well, we don't know. All we know is that Eliyahu comes and says to this guy, the brother of this other guy, of Rav Salah Chasida, that he's going to come in the last Yovel.
Kochva lived around the year 130 CE.
So it could be that the people who held the Bar Kochva didn't hold of this. Remember, we see how many pshatim there are. Everyone's saying a vort. This is interesting that it's Eliyahu Hanavi himself coming and saying this vort, though.
Yeah, okay, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to throw that out.
Adrabah, it's good insight. And good clarification question. Amar Lay, so we asked Eliyahu, he's like, B'techilaso u'b'sofo. He's like, listen, Eliyahu, you're living in the base measure Shamayla. Like, I would assume that you would know. He's like, yo, at the beginning, meaning at year 250, or at 4,200 at the year 420, or at the end, he's like, Einio day, he's like, ich face nish. Eliyahu Hanavi, bleibs shver. It's like, He's like, kala o aino kala. He's like, is it going into that time or is it not? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I-O-N-O. He's like, I don't know. Right? So any of that. Rav Ashi says, Hachi Amar Lay. No, this is what he's saying. He's saying, Ad Hacha Lo Tistechile. Until that time, I'm not even going to anticipate that he's coming. Mikan ve'elach. But from that time and onwards, then I'm going to look for him. Which is interesting. Because we saw it last Gemara we learned says that the first 2,000 years was 2,000 years of Tohu, of chaos. Then Abraham got the Torah and it began the 2,000 years of Torah. And then from year 4 to year 6 is the 2,000 years of Yemosa Mashiach. So now he's saying, like, he's pushing it back a little bit. They're like, no, not until the year 4,200 would I even anticipate him. Okay, there's more pshatim, more people trying to figure it out. Basically, a lot of people were trying to shteig this and trying to figure it out.